At last, Mathal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
You said Corypheus wanted an alluvion, but he mentioned a well of sorrows. Which is right?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
Could they be the same? Could alluvion translate into well of sorrows?
No. It seems an alluvion is not the prize Corypheus seeks. Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do.
Oh, I can talk to Morgan.
Yes?
Are you certain Corypheus is using the power of the Blight to make himself immortal?
Perhaps you forget. I was in Ferelden during the Fifth Blight. I have seen a true archdemon rage. How Corypheus gained the power to send his soul into blighted bodies, that is the real question.
Will answering that question let us destroy Corypheus for good?
Perhaps. I would suggest first dealing with the well. If Corypheus obtains it, any chance of success could be lost.
Do you know what this part of the temple was used for?
The room we stand in is a vestibule, not the temple proper. To those who knew it, perhaps this ritual was little more than a polite knock at the gate. These customs must have been as familiar to ancient elves as bowing to a queen is to you or I.
I find it difficult to picture you curtsying to anyone.
Have we become so familiar you can predict my manners and customs now? Nothing is lost by indulging in the occasional civilized conduct, particularly when unexpected.
You said this Mythal was worshipped as a goddess.
So one assumes. What is a god but a being of immense power? The dread old gods were nothing more than dragons, after all. They rise as archdemons, and they die. Perhaps Mythal was a powerful elf, a ruler among her kind. History often plays storyteller with facts.
You admit lack of knowledge, and yet dismiss her so readily?
I do not dismiss her. I question her supposed divinity. One need not be a god to have value. Truthfully, I'm uncertain Mythal was even a single entity. The accounts are varied.
There are varied accounts of Mythal.
In most stories, Mythal rights wrongs while exercising motherly kindness. Let fly your voice to Mythal, deliverer of justice, protector of sun and earth alike. Other paint her as dark, vengeful. Pray to Mythal and she would smite your enemies, leaving them in agony.
More Dalish tales, I assume.
If you know more about this Solus, speak.
The oldest accounts say Mythal was both of these, and neither. She was the mother, protective and fierce. That is all I will say. This is not a place to stir up old stories.
Whatever the truth, all accounts of Mythal end the same. Exiled to the beyond with her brethren.
What do you mean, exiled?
Tricked by the Dread Wolf, as all the elven gods were said to be, trapped in a land beyond the Fade. Many Dalish believe this is why the elves fell from grace, and their gods did not save them. Or perhaps they were simply rulers slain by Tevinter. Who can say?
You've seen the elves here. They seem odd.
Indeed. Two things are possible. One, this is a group of Dalish separated from their brethren, cultists, fanatic in their desire to keep humans away. Two, these are elves descended from the ancients, having resided here since before the fall of Alathan. The second appears unlikely, but if true, the implications are astounding.
If they keep records, it could change everything we thought we knew about history.
It is thrilling, no? To discover an era thought lost forever has possibly thrived in the shadows. We may, however, find these elves reluctant to part with their long-kept secrets.
Anybody else want to talk? No, I guess not. Alright, well that was, interesting, to say the least. Not really the the conversation I guess too, but, I'm more so referring to the cutscene we just saw. Which technically was 24 hours ago for me, because, I'm picking this up a day later. But, you know, for continuity's sake, I'm doing this 10 seconds later. Ah, dead person.
I see the Red Templars have already encountered the temple's guardians.
Those elves lay an impressive ambush. Where are they?
Preparing another display of hospitality, no doubt. Yes?
You have more to say?
Do you know what this part of the temple was used for?
The room we stand in is a vestibule, not the temple proper.
I think I just
To
heard
those
this.
who knew it, perhaps this ritual was little more than a polite knock at the gate. These customs must have been as familiar to ancient elves as bowing
Yeah,
to a
I've already heard
queen is
this.
to you or I. Indeed.
Okay,
Second
yeah.
appears on- As you wish.
I was thinking maybe I just read those questions incorrectly, but yeah, no, they were the same thing. Sup, brother man? Ooh, alright. Supplies replenished. Alright, so we need to find a way deeper into the temple, but there seems to be a lot of space for me to explore, so I'd be stupid not to do that. Ah, what do we got? Oh, no. It's just Arbor Blessing. Die! You little fuckers! Damn it. Okay, somebody told me about this, this guy, or wolf, I suppose. The statue of Ferelden? I don't know how to pronounce it, but, was it a comment or a message? Somebody told me, to be wary of this character. I recognize the name, and, you know, it being a wolf makes even more sense. And that's, I think that's who she was referencing before. They said that it does kind of make a huge difference later in the game. Thankfully, they didn't spoil anything, but yeah. The Dalish use Ferelden to mean traitor to one's kin, but the word does not appear in any elven text before the tower's age. The ancient root word is related to Ferelden, or opposition, and Helathan, I guess? Or noble struggle. The Dalish call Ferelden a god of deception, but I posit a far more accurate translation would be god of rebellion. What he rebelled against is a story lost to time. In Dalish legends, Ferelden seals away the other's deities out of love or love of trickery. Sorry, the window closed for a second. All right, let me find my place. Okay, in Dalish legends, Ferelden seals away the other deities out of love of trickery. If we understand more ancient Elven, we might find earlier versions of the Dreadwolf's story give him a more nuanced motivation beyond spite. That seems like it lacks punctuation. Find earlier versions of the Dreadwolf story give him a... Yeah, that's just weird.
Why would this
know.
be here?
Something wrong.
It depicts the dread wolf, Ferelden. In elven tales, he tricks their gods into sealing themselves away in the beyond for all time. Setting Ferelden in Methal's greater sanctum is as blasphemous as painting Andraste naked in the Chantry.
Some chantries display statues of Andraste's betrayer Mafarath as part of the chant.
It might fulfill a similar function, a reminder of vigilance for the faithful.
For all your knowledge, Lady Morrigan, you cannot resist giving legend the weight of history. The wise do not mistake one for the other.
Pray tell, what meaning does our elven expert sense lurking behind this?
None we can discern by staring at it.
You two look like you're about to kiss when you argue.
'Tis time we pressed forward.
Agreed.
Yeah, Solus is being kind of a prick, which is odd. He's usually very, like, not stoic, but lacking in any sort of feeling whatsoever, but he's coming off as very annoyed.
The Temple of Mithal, constructed in an age when elves, not men, dominated this land. They believed Mythal a goddess of justice. Elves came here to request judgment, after they proved their worth.
Silence has reigned here for time beyond memory.
Maybe he's just trying to sound important. I don't know.
It's
The only way he can.
Corypheus's lackeys managed to open it. Perhaps the altar holds a clue.
Where's the altar? Open this door by completing the rituals. Well, where are the rituals? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so altar. The Fenheral altar? Because that's not really even an altar, it's just a statue. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused. Maybe he's talking about this over here.
It appears the temple's magics are still strong.
Is this Elven? Does it say anything about this Well of Sorrows?
Atishol via Abalasan. It means enter the path of the Well of Sorrows.
There is something about knowledge, respectful or pure. Shiven. Shivenen. 'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
At least we know the Well of Sorrows was important.
Supplicants to Mythal would have first paid obeisance here. Following their path may aid entry.
Perform a ritual to appease elven gods? Long dead or no, I don't like it.
If need be, unless you wish to turn back.
I'm a little bit confused.
Do not step any place you have stepped before.
Oh.
There can be no vacillation. This is where petitioners walked the path of their gods.
It is where they paid fealty to the gods. I have seen it, in the Fade. Only the reverent were permitted to touch this ground, and only in solemn contemplation.
Shit. Alright. I was trying to get on that side piece. Alright, there we go.
Well done.
Not really, it was extremely easy. So I guess that's all I needed to do? I mean, if that's the ritual, any fucking moron could get in here. They might as well just have the temple open. Just have the door open, just let anybody come in. Like a fucking tourist site.
Hold them off!
Hi. Oh, fuck off. Okay, so I missed him? That's nonsense. Oh, fuck.
We might catch them.
Hold a moment. While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
An army fights and dies for us. The longer we tarry, the more soldiers we lose outside. Let's jump down and be done with this place.
In this case, I must agree with the witch. This is ancient ground, deserving of our respect.
You see the urgency? We cannot find the Well of Sorrows unprepared.
We don't know what's behind those doors. They might have a reason for going another way.
Had they the option, they would have proceeded. That must lead to their goal.
Their goal? Or yours?
There is a danger to the natural order. Legends walked Thedas once, things of might and wonder. Their passing has left us all the lesser. Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
I wasn't expecting your answer to be so romantic.
Trust me, your surprise is matched only by my own. Mankind blunders through the world, crushing what it does not understand. Elves, dragons, magic. The list is endless. We must stem the tide, or be left with nothing more than the mundane. This I know to be true. I read more in the first chamber than I revealed. It said a great boon is given to those who use the Well of Sorrows, but at a terrible price.
What exactly did that altar say about the Well of Sorrows?
Like most elven writing, it was insufferably vague. The term I deciphered was Halam Shivanas, the sweet sacrifice of duty. It implies the loss of something personal for duty's sake, yet for those who served at this temple, a worthwhile trade.
Did you not trust me enough to tell me about this price when you read it?
I hoped to find more information. If I intended to cheat you, I would have feigned ignorance entirely. My priority is your cause, but if the opportunity arises to save this well, I am willing to pay the cost.
And gain what?
That is what we must discover. The rituals may point the way.
Well then. Alright, luckily we only used one potion. Okay, calm down. Jesus. Alright, follow Samson through the hole or perform the rituals. Okay, which one's the rituals? I thought this was the way. I figured that I needed to go through here. I think it is. Just in case I fuck this up. Because I want to do the rituals, so... Okay, so I need to... stay clear of that hole. Alright, rituals. I'm coming for you. Alright, yeah, I'm not subjecting myself to that horse shit anymore. Okay, look, I don't know if anybody else has had this experience, but in my experience going through that whole fucking thing, the first ritual was fine. The first two rituals were fine. The third one, I don't know what the hell's going on with it, but it appears to be glitched because I would go over certain squares and it just wouldn't register. And that alone is pretty much breaks the ability to do it in the first place. But on top of that, every single time I would try to, go to one of these squares, all of my squad mates would be like right in front of me, and half the time it would fuck me up. But that's no big deal. I can probably try to set them to, go away somewhere. But Morrigan can't do that, obviously, right? So if I'm ever trying to jump onto a platform that is safe and it won't, cancel out all the stuff I've done, if she's right next to me, I enter into a conversation with her, and then I accidentally step on another square that I was already on, and then it negates everything I just did, and so I have to start all fucking over. And if I'm not doing that, I'm trying to jump up onto this other platform that's close to a lever that I pull that would access another area that I need to step on different squares. If I'm even remotely near it, and by remotely near it, I'm talking like 15 feet, it will fucking transport me to that goddamn lever, and it will pull it, and it's just, it's too infuriating. So I'm not doing it.
There is no return once we leap after
I don't give a shit. I don't care. Your game's broken, so it doesn't fucking matter to me. I know I'm probably sounding really pissed off right now, and that's because I am. But to anybody who was really hoping that I would do that, sorry, but don't blame me. Blame the developers because it's just not working. So sorry.
At last, let's find this well and go.
Just to give you an idea of how long I've been doing this, my audio recording says I've been doing it for 35, 40 minutes. So, yeah. Motherfucker. Ah! Stop it. Jesus Christ, Solus.
Dead.
Alright, cool. And Solus only used 5 of our potions. 4, actually, excuse me. I used 1. The weird thing about it is that, like, I don't understand how Solus can take so many, can take so much damage when, like, behind me, he probably has the least focus on him with all of the enemies. You know, he has like certain spells he can cast to, or not even cast, like they're just instilled in him to where enemies will ignore him. So I just don't understand how he can be so vulnerable at all times. And oh well, I gained all my potions back for some reason. All right, Solus. Spirit barriers can only be damaged by mages' lightning attacks. Not even true, technically, but okay. Uh-oh. What do you have over here? I think this is the way I'm supposed to go. Where's this lead? Alright, well, I think I just came from here. Right, well, hold on a second. I think that there's stuff over... Yep, okay. Alright then. I'm guessing this is the Deft Hands perk at work at the moment. Oh, sorry about that, I just bumped the desk. Ooh. Oh, that's elf trained. God damn it. Elf trained rogue? Shit. So I have to give it to Sarah? That sucks. Oh, what's my armor? Oh, that really fucking sucks. I don't ever use Sarah. Her character annoys the shit out of me. And she gets the best armor of any of the rogues? That doesn't seem fair. Yeah, we have another elemental barrier here. Shit. Let's see if this replenishes our potions. Battlemaster Mail? I don't think so. We'll check just to be sure. Oh. Huh. Alright then. I guess I will take that. We'll see what I can do with it. Ah, don't do that. Do not do that. That would be bad. Hello, sir. Are you on your own?
Let's find another way through.
Shit. Yeah, that's really weird how he goes like straight for Soulless. Like, did anybody else see that? He kind of just ran right for him. That is really odd. What do we have here? Nothing? Okay. It is really dark in here.
'Tis not what I expected. What was this chamber used for?
We're being watched.
Venavis, you are unlike the other invaders. You stumble down our paths at the side of one of our own. You bear the mark of magic, which is familiar. How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
I don't understand the slumber bit. Who are you?
I am called Abelas. We are sentinels, tasked with standing against those who trespass on sacred ground. We wake only to fight, to preserve this place. Our numbers diminish with each invasion. I know what you seek. Like all who have come before you, you wish to drink from the Abelas.
The place of the Way of Sorrows. He speaks of the well.
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
So you're elves from ancient times? Before the Tevinter Imperium destroyed Arlathan?
The Shemlen did not destroy Arlathan. We Elven warred upon ourselves. By the time the doors to this sanctuary closed, our time was over. We awaken only when called, and each time find the world more foreign than before. It is meaningless. We endure. The Abelas must be preserved.
What is this Abelas exactly?
It is a path, one walked only by those who toiled in Mithal's favor.
He speaks of priests, perhaps.
More than that, you need not know.
Solus, perhaps he'll listen to you.
What shall I say, Inquisitor? Shall I sway him from a millennia of service by virtue of our shared blood? He clings to all that remains of his world, because he lacks the power to restore it.
We came to stop Corypheus. He's here to take your well, not I.
I do not believe you. Our duty is clear. The Abelas shall not be usurped, even if I must destroy it. Masal Dinan.
No!
Uh-oh. What level are these guys? Alright. Oh, this is not gonna be pleasant. Bunch of archers.
A pointless waste of life.
Such a waste. To live through eternity, only to end up like that.
Then perhaps you should have done the rituals, instead of blundering after the Magisters.
I thought ancient be.
Alright, so, I've actually already gone through all this shit, but, the recording fucked up. So I'm having to go through it again, which is awesome, but honestly, I'm kind of happy because I wasted my, Mark of the Rift last time, and I'm gonna need it for this upcoming part. I don't know, I might be able to just walk through this shit without having to worry about anything.
I have mages.
I might actually be able to walk through this. Oh, well. Fuck. That wasn't pleasant. I love how they just, like, insist on getting into fights, even when I try to ignore it. There's actually probably a setting I can adjust.
This place is like a maze.
Be ready. These elven sentinels will know every turn.
Alright. Alright, actually, I want to go ahead and check that out. I know I've been really pissy in this video, but it's just like, fuck up after fuck up, you know, and most of it not really my fault, so it's just kind of frustrating is all. Sorry if it's getting kind of annoying. Yeah, it says targeting behavior. Follow. Just follow whatever I do. Follow me. But they don't really pay attention to that. Excuse me. So I'm not really sure what to do in that case if, you know, I tell them, okay, follow the controlled character, which is almost always me, do what I do, and they never do. It's fucking stupid. Coming for me. Sorry. I know this is kind of a bitch thing to do, but honestly, I just want to get to the next part in the game, and if this works, it works. If it doesn't, then oh well. I mean, here's what I can say for certain. I have a feel... Well, not for certain, but, I mean, relatively certain that... Yeah, see? Alright, I'm already at the Well of Sorrows. It took me 20 minutes to do this last time.
Macon. Balls.
So Mithal endures.
Andraste, guide us.
Okay, so we need to stop Samson from using the Well of Sorrows. I'm going to save real quick.
Stop us! How will you get to the well, General? Tell me you brought some damn rope!
You tough bastards. A day's march, hours of fighting, and still fierce as dragons. The Chantry never knew what it was throwing away.
Samson, sir, watch out!
Inquisitor, you've got a damn long reach. We come to the back end of nowhere, and here you are.
You and your Red Templars weren't my concern. Not until now.
You keep getting in over your head, don't you? Corypheus chose me twice. First as his general, now as the vessel for the Well of Sorrows. You know what's inside the well? Wisdom. The kind of wisdom that can scour a world. I give it to Corypheus, that he can walk into the Fade without your precious anchor.
What's your part in it? What's a vessel?
What else empties a well? I'll carry its power to Corypheus. One more task entrusted to me. Being force-fed Chantry lyrium was good for something. This armor makes me a living fortress, mind and body. I won't forget a word of the well's knowledge. Corypheus will be unstoppable.
Once Corypheus is that powerful, you and your soldiers will just slow him down.
Is that the best you could do? You're no match for Corypheus. Even if you drink from the well, you'll never master its wisdom as he could. This is the strength that Chantry tried to bind. But it's a new world now, with a new god. I will bring Corypheus the well's power and your head, all at once. To arms!
Yeah, to arms. Fuck all of you. Damn it. Shit. Oh my god. This is really bad. Does not take much for them to kill somebody.
Watch your flanks!
Shit. Really? Alright, now she's dead. Okay, okay. Damn it, Blackwall. Shit! I hate that. Fuck.
I'll show you, bastards!
Oh, great. Great! We're all stuck here now.
Get around them!
know what the hell that was all about. Alright, come on, come on, come on.
You can't run!
Oh, Jesus. Alright, alright. That's right, Solus. Alright, revive Blackwall. You just keep fucking him up, Solus. What are you doing? The whole purpose of me doing that was so you could attack him. Jesus Christ, you're useless.
You think you'll win?
And he stunned us all immediately.
Come on then!
Oh, right, okay. And see, now they're following everything. Ah, god damn it. That's... Okay. Now they decide to follow. Oh my god. This is really odd. It's fine though, because we almost got him. I know I've just been on a total bitch fest, but it's just like, it's really strange how they're not attacking sometimes, and then they'll attack when I don't want them to on other occasions. It's really weird.
Not well, you French. You can't take it from Corypheus. You mustn't.
He's still breathing.
We can take him back to Skyhold for judgment.
Abelas!
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Enough.
You cannot honestly...
I said enough.
The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask? As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
It's better that knowledge remain in the well, never passed on. You'd rather destroy it.
There are other places, friend, other duties. Your people yet linger.
Elven such as you?
Yes, such as I.
Our duty is all that remains. Those who drank from the Virabelasan paid a great price, bound to the service of Mythal for eternity.
You claim Mythal was truly a god.
To you, it shall make no difference.
Stubborn fool.
He was defending all that was left of what once was.
and would have happily buried us in the process.
The decision to kill Abelas was mine, Morrigan, not yours.
The elf nearly brought the walls down upon us. I did what had to be done to save something far more valuable. You'll note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mythal's last Illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so... hungry.
Let's not be reckless. I don't want anyone hurt.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
Or more likely to your own ends?
What would you know of my ends, elf?
You are a glutton drooling at the sight of a feast. You cannot be trusted.
Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
What training makes you so qualified?
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
I don't know who's better suited, and neither do you.
I have the best chance of making use of the well. For everyone. Let me drink.
You're not concerned about the price. Bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to the will of a dead god? It seems an empty warning. Perhaps a compulsion yet remains. Who can say otherwise? I do not fear it, even so.
Are you sure you want this, Morrigan? We don't know what will happen.
We do not, and yet it must be done. I am ready.
Looking at it, listening to it. That's not just knowledge from the ancient elven priests. It's their will.
How would you know such a thing?
That's what Abelas was telling us. The collective will of the priests puts anyone who drinks under a compulsion. A gas. Can't you feel it?
That would match the legends, but it does not tell us what the gas entails. I would still use the well, but you are right. We must be cautious.
Thoughts?
She is right about only one thing. We should take the power which lies in that well.
If it is truly between you and her, then let her take the risk. Make her help us all.
I trust you with this power more than her. But it's not for me to decide.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
It's yours. Morrigan? Are you all right?
Elasin Salah. Visan Allah. I am intact. There is much to sift through. But now we can...
mirror.
It is done.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished. If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not hide.
You sound pretty certain when you say that.
The Well of Sorrows held many voices, and they speak to me now from across the ages. They hold wisdom. Secrets I never dreamed possible. But even they fear what Corypheus has become.
Should we fear him more than his army?
Possibly. Luckily for you, he has a weakness. The dragon he calls is not truly an archdemon. It is a dragon in which Corypheus has infested part of his being. He doubtless did so out of pride to emulate the gods of old. That pride can be exploited. Kill the dragon, and his ability to leap into other bodies is disrupted. He can be slain.
You're sure? If there are no bodies for him to jump to...
You assume there is a limit to the range of his power. There is not.
Then what do you propose? Killing the dragon is no simple task, if it could even be found.
There is a way to defeat the dragon, to match Corypheus in his power. The well whispers it to me now. Your help will be required, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready, and we shall begin.
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.